Hi, and welcome to Between Dimensions. I'm Monica Gonzalez, an astrologer and spiritual healer. Today, we're talking about something that shows up in all of our lives: control. Not the kind of control that helps you drive a car or keep your schedule. The illusion of control over others, over outcomes, over life itself, and how this illusion can quietly or loudly pull us into victim consciousness or narcissistic behaviors. Welcome to a space where the mystical meets the measurable. Here we explore the infinite threads that weave through our reality, from ancient shamanic wisdom to the quantum field, from astrology to the hidden truths within organized religion. Together we'll bridge the gap between worlds, between the seen and unseen, the old and the new, the earth and the stars. Welcome to Between Dimensions. Here's the truth. People who try to control others are often the ones who feel most out of control internally. This might come from unhealed trauma, emotional overwhelm, or simply not knowing how to take accountability for their own behavior. When we don't know how to hold space for our own emotional storms, we start reaching outside of ourselves, trying to control our partner, our kids, our coworkers, the outcome of every little thing. And that control can show up in two extremes: manipulation, rooted in fear and superiority; victim consciousness, rooted in fear and helplessness. Both are distorted attempts to feel safe. But instead of safety, control builds tension, pressure, and energetic resistance. It's like trying to dam a river. Eventually, that pressure will explode. It can look like tantrums, outbursts, violence, self-harm, or it simmers, silently morphing into anxiety, depression, or even chronic illness. When we learn to control what is ours, our reactions, our choices, our behaviors, we start releasing the grip on what's not ours. We stop trying to micromanage people. We stop over-personalizing outcomes. We stop spiraling into shame or blame. We begin to understand that control isn't power. Presence is. And true presence begins with self-accountability. When we're accountable, we're empowered. Not in an egoic, I control everything way, but in the humble, grounded way of saying, I can't control others, but I can choose how I show up. And that's where freedom lives. Releasing control is a spiritual practice. It requires trust in yourself, in divine timing, in the unknown. When we release control, we release fear. When we control ourselves, we stop projecting our pain outward. We become less reactive, more magnetic, more graceful. We improve our friendships. We soften our relationships. We reclaim our energy. We contribute more consciously to the world and to our karmic imprint. Because in the end, when you surrender control, you make space for flow, for healing, for miracles, for alignment. So the next time you feel the urge to control, pause. Ask yourself, what in me feels out of control right now? And then tend to that part with compassion, with courage. Because healing starts when control ends. Thanks for being here and for doing the work. If you're interested in hearing more, you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can also email me at betweendimensions111@gmail.com. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below, share your thoughts, or tag someone who needs this reminder today. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and stay in flow. Mwah.